I write so many different kinds of things. I was first published as a poet, and then as short stories, and then novels. And I still do all three, and now I've done some script writing. So I just write anything that's there to be written. I like to write. It's always changing. And that's the joy of it for me, is I never really have done the same thing twice. But I never know where I'm going next. I honestly don't.
When you were talking about writing, you said that you find your characters. They exist in their own right, and all you have to do is look at them.
I should have said they find me, maybe. And rather than look at them, I've increasingly realized that what I do is listen. That my job as a novelist and a poet is just to listen.
To
some words that are going to come to me. And sometimes it's somebody's voice, like a character. But sometimes it's just the words, and then that might just be a poem. Words with a resonance and a beat, a rhythm. Sometimes the rhythm comes first and the words come later. But with characters, it's like all of a sudden, sort of, there's George, and George has things to tell me. He has a story to tell. So I sit around and wait, as it were. My job when I'm not writing, like this period in my life, is I finished a couple of novels. I just have to wait for the well to refill and for somebody to come talk to me. And then sometimes I simply follow the character. Sometimes I don't plan much. A novel is a very rich and complicated art form, which one shouldn't, I think, be able to reduce to a meaning or two. In a sense, it's the unheard voices that, if we're going to get anywhere, we really have to start listening to each other and to the voices that we have not listened to. I thought about it. And I thought, well, adolescents are people. They're very good readers. Sometimes they're the best readers of all. So what makes a young adult book? Having a young adult central character. Well, I can do that. What my readers tell me about the Earthsea books, all of them, all 6 of them, particularly what young people tell me, or people who were young when they first read A Wizard of Earthsea or the first trilogy. They tell me it helped them figure out their own way through life. That it was somehow useful to them. And that they could identify with Ged or with Tenar with the problems that they faced, and sort of that helped them with their own problems. And this is something that it did not occur to me. I didn't know I was being helpful to anybody. I was just telling a story I wanted to tell, which obviously had very deep sources in my own life. And so it is wonderful to be told by your readers that they love your book because when they read it, they needed it, and it kind of came to them like a friend. And that is a lovely thing to be told as a writer.